Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Gitasha Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 7th of December. India's space agency successfully launches Earth observation satellite. Power outages hammer lives in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. And youth in India's Kashmir prepare for Water Sports Championship. And now for all the details. Dense fog in northern India hit air and rail traffic on Wednesday, leaving thousands of passengers stranded and caused a plunge in the temperature. The Met Department has predicted that capital city New Delhi will continue to reel under dense fog this week.
The national capital woke up to a chilly Wednesday and witnessed a thick, dense blanket of fog, rendering them almost blind as visibility levels were severe, taking a toll on the morning traffic. Road transportation was hit as impaired visibility forced people to drive slowly. Passengers dressed in layers of woolens sat waiting for their trains at New Delhi railway station as the train timetables went haywire. Early morning departures and arrivals of flights were also put on hold owing to low visibility. 8 international and 5 domestic flights were delayed.
दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, मौसम ज़्यादा ख़राब है, धुंधलापन हो रहा है, गाड़ी चलाने में दिक्कत आ रही है, आगे मतलब वो बहुत तगड़ी है, परेशानी हो रही है।
लुधियाना जाना था, ट्रेन लेट है, कम से कम 2.5-3 घंटा लेट है। अब वहाँ इतना जरूरी काम था।
In Kanpur city, local residents thronged tea stalls and lit bonfires to keep themselves warm as cold wave-like conditions began to set in. The Indian Meteorological Department has said in an earlier forecast that the fog would lift with some change in the wind direction.
News just in. An Islamabad-bound Pakistan International Airlines or PIA flight crashed near Abbottabad city on Wednesday. According to media reports, there were about 47 passengers on board the plane. Staying on news from India, Indian Space Research Organization on Wednesday launched a remote sensing satellite with its polar satellite launch vehicle PSLV C-36. It was launched from the spaceport of Sriharikota in southern Andhra Pradesh province.
ISRO launched its Rocket Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle or PSLV, an Earth observation satellite from Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota. The rocket carrying 1,235 kilograms remote sensing satellite Resource Sat 2A blasted off at 10:25 am local time. This is the 38th flight of ISRO's workhorse PSLV. It's intended to continue the remote sensing data services to global users provided by Resource Sat 1 and Resource Sat 2.
Today we have successful launch of Resource Sat 2A, which is going to provide continuity to our 3-tier imaging data, which will be extremely useful for various applications of land and water.
According to a government release, between 1994 and 2016, the PSLV has launched a total of 121 satellites, of which 79 satellites are from abroad and 42 are Indian satellites.
Moving on to news from Pakistan, the prolonged power cuts in Pakistan-administered Kashmir have triggered unrest and anguish among people. Many blame federal government of Islamabad for not paying any heed to basic requirements of the region.
Electricity woes continue to plague the people of Pakistan-administered Kashmir. The situation is set to worsen in the coming months as winter sets a stronghold in the remote Himalayan region. Unscheduled and long hours of power cuts have made daily life a struggle for the locals.
लोड शेडिंग से आजिज़ आ चुके हैं आज़ाद कश्मीर में और मुज़फ़्फ़राबाद में बलखुसूस जो है ना 12, 14 और 16 घंटे की लोड शेडिंग है और उसका कोई शेड्यूल भी नहीं है।
हुकूमत वापटा जिस वक्त चाहता है बिजली बंद कर देता है। और आजकल तो पाकिस्तान से बंद की जाती है बिजली। मुजफ्फराबाद की बिजली बंद करने का कंट्रोल जो है वो डायरेक्ट इस्लामाबाद ने अपने पास रख लिया है।
Despite producing surplus power from hydropower projects in the region, locals say the electricity generated is usually diverted to the national grid of Pakistan. The entire region requires only 300 megawatts of electricity, yet it experiences 18 to 20 hours of power outages on a daily basis.
और इससे अवाम बहुत परेशान है। अवाम का कोई पुरसान हाल नहीं है। बेरोज़गारी के अजाब ने अलग लोगों को परेशान कर रखा है और लोड शेडिंग के निज़ाम ने पूरा निज़ाम ज़िंदगी मफलूज कर दिया है। तो आज़ाद कश्मीर की हुकूमत को अपने इंतखाबी वादे पूरे करते हुए अवाम के जान माल के तहफ़्फ़ुज़, इंसाफ की फराहमी, रोज़गार की यकीनी फराहमी को यकीनी बनाने के लिए काम करना होगा। लोड शेडिंग के अजाब से लोगों को निजात दिलाई।
The failure to address the burgeoning power crisis is also fueling anger amongst the locals against Pakistan government that has neglected the needs of the people.
Moving on to news from Afghanistan. Afghanistan continues to reel under terrorist attacks on everyday basis. However, on the outskirts of capital Kabul city, brushing aside suicide bombings, a group of young men and women mount bikes and perform a variety of tricks learned from social media platforms. A report.
A group of Afghan teenagers decked out in makeshift protective gear gathered on a dusty hill on the outskirts of the capital Kabul and practice a variety of freestyle cycling tricks they have learned from the social media platforms. The hill offers this group of boys a more rural terrain to practice. Brushing aside suicide bombings, they are part of Afghanistan's first freestyle cycling club, Drop and Ride. The rest of the club of 15 members, mostly teenage Afghans, including 15 women, uses a concrete football compound as their playground in Kabul.
مشکلات زیاد ما که از همین ناامنی است. ما وقتی یک جای میریم به خاطر تمرین دل کده نمیتونیم که جای دور بریم یا مثلا در خود شهر حتی با دل پر نمیتونیم تمرین کنیم.
For the club's female members, they hope their popper wheelies, bunny hops and backflips will trailblaze a new path for future generations in the conservative Muslim nation where exercising women are often the subject of public scorn.
بیشتر مشکلات مردم مزاحمت میکنن و مردم این یک چیز بسیار خراب میبینن که دخترها بایسکلرانی کنن، اما ما میخواهیم این را برای مردم عادی بسازیم و مردم ما را قبول کنن در جامعه با همین رقم ورزش‌ها.
Under the Taliban in the 1990s, women in Afghanistan were excluded from public life, banned from going to school or stepping outside their homes without a male family member.
Water sports have gained immense popularity in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province in recent times. Boys and girls from the province actively participated in camp to undergo training for water sports.
A water sports coaching camp on the famous Dal Lake in Srinagar city of northern Jammu and Kashmir province is going on in full swing. The camp has been organized for training people for National Canoeing and Kayaking Championship to be held on December 17. The players striving for bagging a gold medal at the upcoming championship are being trained by experienced coaches.
हमारी जो अभी प्रिपरेशन चल रही है वो नेशनल चैम्पियनशिप के लिए चल रहा है, सो दैट जो हम यहाँ टीम को ट्रेनिंग दे देंगे वो आगे नेशनल्स में J&K स्टेट को रिप्रेजेंट करे.
In order to give a better performance this time, the players are undergoing a strict and rigorous training. Players express the importance of a training camp in order to mark victory in the upcoming championship.
ये कैंप तो बहुत ज़रूरी है. जहाँ पर यहाँ पर प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो वहाँ पर वो मेडल मिलेगा. जब यहाँ पर प्रैक्टिस नहीं होगा तो वहाँ पर क्या परफॉर्मेंस दिखोगे वहाँ पे. जब यहाँ पर प्रैक्टिस होगा तो वहाँ पर रिजल्ट अच्छा मिलता है.
The players were also of the opinion that Dal Lake is the best water body for getting training in water sports.
Creativity was at its best as chefs from all parts of the region came together under one platform to display their culinary skills in India's northeastern Shillong city. It was a delight for the food lovers to try out different dishes in a recently held food festival.
Food lovers and gastronomes thronged India's northeastern Shillong city to take part in a food festival. Held after a gap of 14 years, the food festival proved to be one of the best platforms for cooks who showcased their culinary skills and creativity in preparing various dishes. Exclusive array of sweet dishes like cupcakes, wide varieties of pickles and local-made potato chips were also exhibited in the festival.
Everybody eats food and everybody has a food culture. We are trying to bring that culture together. The cosmopolitan, the diverse food culture. We are trying to bring on a common platform so that people will see and appreciate what we don't know about other communities, what kind of food they offer, how do they make.
As part of the festival, various other contests which involved visitors to identify different Indian spices, answer a questionnaire on table manners were also held.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. India's space agency successfully launches Earth observation satellite. Power outages hammer lives in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. And youth in India's Kashmir prepare for Water Sports Championship. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.